What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Malcolm Miller. I'm back once again, and I'm back to talk about Mr. Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony. Now, what was it? Yesterday, Carmelo Anthony, he jokingly made a comment about Russell Westbrook stealing rebounds from his teammates in order to get the triple-doubles. And you know it was told in a joking manner. He laughed and chuckled after it. And he also said that he was glad that Russell does that. He feels good about it because they have a point guard that can get the rebound and push the break, and it leads to good things for the basketball team. Hopefully wins. So you know it was nothing said in malice, right? Today, Russell Westbrook comes out and he just gets so sensitive about it. He goes over the edge. He says he's sick and tired of people saying that. And if you don't want the rebound, he gonna go and get it. And he play like that's the way he plays. And you know, that's the way he approaches the game. He doesn't know anybody that wouldn't want to go out and get 15 rebounds if they could. And he's just tired of people saying that. And, you know, he basically saying he's tired of it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want it, he going to go get it. And that's what he do. But first of all, this is the reason why Russell Westbrook's personality is off-putting to a lot of people. There's a lot of people who may not want to go to play with Oklahoma City due to Russell Westbrook's personality. He has such a strong personality. He carries a chip on his shoulder, 2 or 3 chips on his shoulder every single day. And because of that chip, it led to him being such a phenomenal player that he is, and the MVP of last year, and possibly can be averaging a triple-double for the second season in a row. Yes, the second season in a row. But because he carries such a chip on his shoulder, he has this personality where everything offends him. He think everybody coming at him the wrong way. He has a bravado that he's trying to come at you before you can come at him. You know what I'm saying? His personality is just so off-putting at times. And to do this to your teammate right before the playoffs is about to start, that's irresponsible. Very irresponsible, especially considering the fact that many people think that they are the team that can knock out a strong contender like the Houston Rockets. I myself, I am a person who think that they can do that because a lot of those shots that Houston makes probably won't fall in the playoffs. We've seen it before. All those shots Eric Gordon shooting up probably won't fall in the playoffs. Trevor Ariza, another guy, they probably won't fall. You know what I mean? It's going to come down to James Harden and Chris Paul, and we can see what they're made of. But I think that Oklahoma City is the team that can knock them off due to the fact that they have a strong, relentless point guard who's one of my favorite players to watch in the game, Russell Westbrook. And they got Paul George, another top 10 player. Carmelo Anthony, he's not what he used to be, but he's a prolific scorer, and he can go off and explode for 30 on any given night. But when you got this type of stuff going on, it disrupts the team's chemistry. They struggled throughout the season at times due to chemistry mishaps and people not knowing their roles. Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, people not fitting in where they're supposed to be. This will only add to the chemistry issues. Now, Russell Westbrook, he got to calm down. He taking it over the edge, and now he ready to explode, and he ready to snap. Like, he took that comment all out of proportion. If he would have listened to the whole thing instead of taking it out of context, if he would have listened to the context of the whole Carmelo Anthony's whole statement, he would have heard that Carmelo wasn't dissing him. You know what I'm saying? But he took it one way and he ready to snap. Like, I'm tired of people saying that. They want to talk about I'm a stat chaser, a stat pad, a stat padder, and all that type of stuff. He ready to flip out. Now, people, Shannon Sharp on Undisputed, Fox Sports, him and Skip Bayless, they were talking about, is Russell Westbrook a stat chaser? Is it bad for the team? In my opinion, hell no. Because anytime you got a point guard that's trying to go out there and get rebounds and going out there trying to push the ball and push the floor, it's only going to equate to good things for a basketball team, in my opinion. I don't think Russ is doing it to the detriment of the team. He's not trying to force assists, in my opinion. He's making things happen. And if you ask me, if I got a chance to average a triple-double for 2 consecutive seasons, I'm going to do it. Because ain't nobody ever did that before. Who the hell did it? Nobody. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do that. I'm not mad at Russ. Go ahead and try to get your 15 rebounds. I think if he hit like 15 to 16 rebounds this next game, this upcoming game, then he will average a triple-double for the entire season, which is phenomenal, a phenomenal feat. I'm not mad at that. But he got to stop being so sensitive. To be a player with such a strong, dominant personality and a dominant, bravado on the court, he can't be so sensitive, especially when it's coming from somebody on his team and it's not said in any form of malice, and he taking it way over the edge. His personality can be so strong at times it can rub people the wrong way. Same thing that happened with Kobe Bryant. Kobe was the same way. He's such a hard worker on the court, such a relentless player, such a competitor that sometimes he can rub people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And this not even about competition. That quote wasn't even about competition. He took something out of proportion and he ready to just snap on Carmelo. He ready to go off. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude, he sometimes he can be like off the hinge a little bit, especially outside of the court. Outside of the court, not like he doesn't do anything to detriment his team, like going to prison or going, getting in trouble with the police, anything like that. Never been that type of guy. But the comments he makes, you know what I mean? Even in interviews to some reporters, sometimes it's a little bit too much. Sometimes it can be too much. So he got to tone it down, man. It's the wrong time to be doing that. Y'all could possibly knock off the Houston Rockets, especially with the way Mike D'Antoni talking. He talking about if they don't win, the whole thing is not a disappointment. That's that cop-out talk. No. If y'all don't win, it is a disappointment. Just come out and say that, because a lot of people have been calling Mike D'Antoni out for years because he had this high volume scoring offense that never equated to a championship. Phoenix would win 57 games and wouldn't even go to the conference finals. He never won it. So cut that out, man. Russell Westbrook, chill out, man. Carmelo didn't mean nothing by it. Y'all got to stick together and try to make a championship run.